But your career as an educator, I saw the video you're talking about Hal Overton, trust your instincts. If you like it, somebody else will.
Right.
That's kind of the thing you taught me when I was taking lessons. You're like, okay, you want to play electric bass? That's fine.
Yeah.
You want to play pop tunes? Okay, that's okay. Trust your instincts. If you want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, like what was my plan? I don't have one. I still don't. It's like, what is there? What can I do? What haven't I like to do things I haven't done before, and I'm interested in new music. And I've never understood the phrase, "Well, you have to play what people want," because I don't think people know what they want. I mean, unless they've been brainwashed, And I mean, people like to hear what they think they want to hear what they already know because they want to make it about them. They want to see if they can get you to play something that they know. But I've seen people react to music that was improvised when it was really happening and they get it. I think if more people really knew what we do, what the process of improvisation and playing jazz and that communication, which is a very high level of communication between people, if they understood that more, I mean, they wouldn't be as demanding to hear what they've already heard before. I remember Jamie Aebersold telling people, you've been sold a bill of goods, I mean, they push this stuff down your throat. You hear the same commercials, you hear the same music on the radio because they can sell more units of it than jazz because it doesn't sell. And that has gotten worse and worse and worse. I mean, you watch television, you see, 25 minutes an hour of commercials? The same one over and over again. It's insulting. And you're paying for it. You're paying for cable, and you're
right. You're paying.
And you have to watch all this kaboik, that they make you watch. So I mean, what floats my boat is doing something like last night. I played at this private party at somebody's house on 11th Street with some guys from Argentina. Wonderful,
Yeah, I've seen you've been doing more of that. The private jazz.
I did one with Mike Eckroth up in New Hampshire. That was nice, a house concert, and because the club scene is not like it was. The touring scene. I mean, I play with Quest, so we went to California this year, and last year I went to Turkey to play with Barak Bedikian, who's moving here from Turkey. He wants to get away from all the nonsense happening over there. But that's it as far as traveling. I used to go to Europe 5 times a year, and that's over. And I used to make a lot of records my own, and the last 3 I've paid for. So myself. It's not like I'm not recording for anybody.
Well, tell me about 1990 McJolt. What was it like to have your name on the cover?
Well, it took me 48 years to make an album of my own because everybody, I remember like Orrin Keepnews took over at Fantasy, and I was talking to Ralph Koffel and Ralph Gleason, the president and whatever of Fantasy, and I gave them a tape that I had, and they said, "Oh, we definitely want to record you. We want to do," but we had Orrin Keepnews. We just hired him. We're going to put him in charge of you. He wouldn't talk to me. So I kept calling and calling, and finally he answered the phone and said, "What do you want?" He said, "You're not you don't have a body of music like a Sonny Rollins." And then he realized, how insulting he had been. And he said, "Well, I do think you're very talented." And that crushed me. I didn't even try to get a deal for a long time until I was recording with Dave Stryker, I think, for Steeplechase. And I met Niels Winther at Steeplechase. And I said, "I'd like to make a record." He said, "Well, give me a call. We'll talk about it." And he's enabled me to make all those records for Steeplechase. And he doesn't pay you anymore. But he enabled me to document 20 years of my life with the people. I recorded with the people I happen to be playing with every year for like 20, 22 years.
And how does it feel to be in charge of the ship now when you're?
Well, it's great, but I do what Miles did. I hired the best cats and people I like, people I know that can get along and play together. And I present some music. I ask them to bring something, ask them what they want to do or how they would like to change what I did, and play the bass and get out of the way, like Miles did. And it always works.
You point them in the direction.
It's not, I'm not a control freak. I don't feel like, it's my band and you're my piano player and I'm going to play my music and, I want my picture on the cover. And I know I've worked for people like that and I can't stand that whole band leader nonsense. I don't want to be a band leader. I want to work with people, not for them, or I don't want to control anybody.